Hi everyone, welcome to another quick session, another random topic. Here we will discuss about NIST SP 837 Risk Management Framework. So first of all, let me tell you a few things before we discuss all these steps one by one. So the question is that why we have this risk management framework. So risk management framework is applied at information system level. So each system it is categorized in low, moderate, high, and controls are selected, implemented, and monitored. So based on the system criticality. That's why we see all these steps like categorize, system boundaries, authorize system operation. So for example, an HR payroll system versus a classified military communication system. Each gets its own RMF cycle, but it could also be organization-wide alignment. While execution happen at the system level, RMF also aligns with company-wide governance, right? So in practice, RMF is system-focused, per system, per boundary, but it must fit into enterprise risk management program, big picture governance. So if the question asks RMF applies to what scope, so then we can say answer can be system level process. How does it tie into enterprise risk? It aligns system risk decision with organization wide risk strategy. So now let's discuss them one by one. So these are the steps. First one is prepare. What it means. Get ready before you start. Define the roles, who does what, and the overall risk strategy. Why needed? Without preparation, as we all know, the process has no clear structure or ownership. If we do not prepare ourselves without preparation, process has no clear structure and no ownership. For instance, planning a trip before you leave, who drives, what route, what risk like weather, right? I am telling you the layman example, right? So preparation is important. The step zero is prepare. Prepare yourself. Define roles, assign responsibility, and risk strategy. Second step one is categorize. Categorize means define system boundaries and align impact level. So check about system boundaries and their impact level, confidentiality, integrity, availability. Because not every system is equally important. Losing data from, let's say, a toy website, losing data from a hospital patient, from hospital website. So there is always a difference. So deciding how critical each suitcase is before a flight. One has clothes and one has passport, right? So you can categorize them. If you have a hand carry and you are carrying your personal documents such as passport, flight ticket, so that particular bag is very critical instead of your other bag where you are carrying all your clothes, right? So categorization is important. So every single system, every system is not equally important. So then step two is select. So choose baseline security control from NIST SP 853. 853, as we know, it provides a detailed catalogs about the security controls. So pick security controls from this NIST SP 853 that match the system risk level. So you don't apply the same controls to a student blog as to a hospital patient's database, right? So choosing locks for doors, a bank vault versus a garden shed, right? So we select controls. And step three is implement them. Deploy security controls, technical, management, operational. So as we know, there could be different type of controls. Document implementation details. So actually put those controls in place and document how you did it. Controls only matter if they're real and verifiable. So actually installing the locks and writing down which key goes where, right? So proper documentation, implement. Assess, assess, conduct security control assessment. Verify controls are implemented correctly and effective. So check if controls are working as expected, usually by security control assessor. Implementations mistaken mistakes can make you think you are protected when you are not. Implementation mistakes, right? So if you do a mistake while implementing those controls, you think you are protected, but in reality you are not. So testing the locks to see if they really keep the door shut. So after implementing, so you need to assess them whether they are properly implemented. Authorize senior official, authorizing official accept residual risk. So a senior official reviews risks and formally accepts the residual risk before operation. Someone with Someone with authority must take responsibility for saying, yes, we can use this system despite some remaining risk. So, like house owner giving final approval to move in, even if the locks are not 100% working, not 100% providing you the proof, right? So, without having proof. So, authorize. And step six is monitor. So monitor, what it means, continuously monitor system and controls, feed updates and changes back into RMF cycle, right? So monitor the control, check if there is any change, then then go back to the step zero, start right from the beginning, right? So because as we all know that risks change over the time, what worked last year may not work today. So checking your locks regularly uh, because people find new tricks over time, right? So if we talk about exam, CISSP exam tips, RMF structure, repeatable risk process, FISMA compliance. We should know the sequence: prepare, categorize, select, implement, assess, authorize, monitored. So let me write it down. PCSIAAM. So PCSPCCAM. So that means this. If you keep in mind, that would help to remember this sequence. P for prepare, C for categorize, S for select, I for implement, A for authorize, A for assess. This first A is assess. This one authorize. First you need to assess it. And the last is monitor. So this is how you can remember the sequence. So residual risk is accepted in the authorize step. So keep in mind where the residual risk is accepted. Residual risk is accepted on step 5, which is authorize. SP 853, control catalog list of security controls. 853. So it is control catalog. And 837 is RMF, a process which we have discussed. So that's it. So very important steps, sequence, as we have discussed in our previous session, ISO 27001, the difference between NIST 837. So that's it. Regarding this topic, if you have any question or feedback, please share in the feedback section.